Okay, well, if you're watching this on replay, we're just fooling around on a Saturday looking at coins. Hey there, Ben. What is that? Ben C. Enlots. How are you doing today? Let me switch these around so I can see better on my side. Let's do that up there. Put this over here. Yeah, man, I was just, I was kind of halfway through a box and figured I'd go ahead and turn on the live stream and see if anybody wanted to come hang out. So, thanks for coming. As you can see, I've got actually 25 rolls laid out here, and I'm just going to start going through them. But feel free, hang out. Let me know what you're thinking. Happy to talk about just about anything. I don't know if you guys can see me okay. I think you can. I'll leave it right where it's at. And I'm basically, you know, just making sure I didn't miss any silver, and I'll be looking for DDOs and no FGs. So, did find some pretty cool stuff in a video I haven't posted yet. Put one of them under the scope just so it's up there. I think it's this one. Oh, not that one. Yeah, it's that one. 1971 DDO. So what are you doing on this Saturday afternoon, Ben? Educate me on NIFCs, please. Sure. So NIFC stands for not intended for circulation. You'll hear people call it NIFC or NIFC. And there's one other one I think I've heard before. But that includes your 1970s, your 1970 half dollars. So this is all half dollars. There are other NIFCs and other coin denominations, but for half dollars, 1970, I think only came out in like proof sets and mint sets. 1987 was the same, so you'll hear people, especially hunting half dollars, make a big deal out of 1987s. I do every time I find one. And anything 2002 and later. And what it means is exactly what it sounds like, not intended for circulation. So when you find them in a box, they're not supposed to be there. It means that someone likely got a set, didn't really understand the value, or looked it up and realized that it's not worth much more than face value. So they cracked open their case and spent it like money. Or they found their way into the system, you know, somebody bought a roll of them or something like that, and, you know, same thing happened. So, again, the idea is they're just not supposed to be there. And I think I've covered this in a video that, you know, if you can find a decent high-quality set from, you know, like 2002 all the way through 2018, 19, 20, you can actually sell them and make decent money. Especially if you do include like 19 and 20, because they're a little harder to come by. But for the most part, they're not that valuable. So a lot of coin roll hunters just send them back. Put them back in the system. Your sound is echoing. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, I see. Yep, I've got two mics turned on. Give me a second. Apologies for that. There you go. The echo should be gone. Hey, John Camper. Appreciate it. Hey, who is that? Wingo here, Adventures. Yeah, man, I'm just doing the same thing. Just doing a little hunt today, so thanks for coming and hanging out, and thanks for letting me know my audio was screwy, so thank you. My last stream, my MacBook was acting stupid, and it was cutting in and out the entire stream, and it made it almost unwatchable. And I'm doing my 500 giveaway stream on Thursday evening. And some of the giveaways I will do live. So make sure you guys come. I'll do it using something like Nightbot or the Wheel of Names. And there'll be a couple of them we'll give away to whoever's live in the chat. So make sure you come hang out. So I'm just, as I go through these first couple of rolls, I'm just kind of throwing some aside that I'm going to put under the scope here in mass in just a second. So who here's got a channel? Anybody else have a channel? And I should know because I try to resubscribe to most folks that subscribe to me, but I kind of do that month by month. So if I haven't subscribed back, and you have a channel, let me know, and I'm happy to do so. Hey, you're welcome, Ben. I know when I first heard NIFC, it threw me for a loop. I didn't know what it meant, and and actually when I first got into coin roll hunting, I kept every single one I found. I ended up with literally hundreds of dollars worth of them, and learned the hard way that in trying to sell them, there just wasn't a lot of value there. So I ended up taking almost all of them back to the bank. My channel is more about government accountability. Well, that's a topic. That is a topic. Jaji Music Man Coins, thanks for coming and hanging out. Oh, Sea Monkeys Metals, let's show what you put in there. I don't know why it flagged you. Not intended for circulation. That's right. You know what's funny is I've started branching out. I did hunt kind of exclusively halves for a real long time, and in the last couple of months I've started hunting quarters and pennies and dimes and nickels, and it is harder to find pennies and nickels than it is to find anything else in Metro Atlanta. People the banks just either don't want to give them to you, or they don't have a whole box of them. I don't eat them. I keep 87s if I see them, but none of the rest, and only if I happen to catch one at random. Yeah, I've kept every single 87 I've ever found. I've never thrown an 87 back. Obviously, in my giveaway, if you saw my update, I'm going to give away a Philadelphia Clad and a 87 San Francisco Proof 87. But yeah, I typically don't throw the 87s back. They're pretty hard to come by. I found a set of P&Ds back in probably February or March of last year, and I didn't see another 87 for like 7 months. So I tend to hang on to them. So, Jaji, you said I think I saw your video and your shout out. You said you did receive the $50 I gave away in my last planned live stream, right? Does the coin look okay for you? If you're still there? I don't spend any change at all. That is the easiest way I've found to painlessly save throughout the year. There is some truth to that. Did find a couple of 2020s a few weeks ago. Was surprised. I have not seen a 2020 half. I know I watch most of Freedom Coin's streams. I actually bought rolls for his stream on Sunday. He's been finding 2020s like crazy, but I think he's up in like Nebraska or something like that. So, the coins seem to be, it just depends on where you live. I know like the tall grass quarters were real plentiful. The W's were real plentiful in Atlanta, kind of before they were anywhere else. So it just depends kind of where you are in the country for some of this stuff. Seems to be the same way for silver. So yeah, Ben, something, I did a video, if you haven't watched it, I posted it a week or two ago. My neighbor actually brought over all of his change. He does the same thing. He saves it all up. He throws it in like Tupperware bins. And at the end of 6 months or something like that, once he's kind of filled them up, he takes them and cashes them in and donates them to the local. He works for a dog rescue. And he asked me if I wanted to go through it to see if I could find anything. And I posted a video on it. And the one thing I didn't, he brought me another bin yesterday. Yeah, man, Jaji, no problem. I'm glad you liked it. Glad it worked out. Glad it made it there. Because I know when I'm sending like a single coin, I'm not sending that tracked. You know, I just throw it in an envelope, put a stamp on it. So I'm glad when those things make it. But in my neighbor's second bin of coins, let's see if I can get this so you guys can see it. We did have a River of No Return Wilderness W quarter in fantastic shape. And that was in my neighbor's pocket change. So I gave him a couple of bucks for it. And he was happy because he got a little more money in his little bin that he's going to go donate. And for those of you that don't know what the W is, it's the mint mark. Right there. Most coins have no mint mark, a P or a D. And these quarters were struck at West Point, so they have a W mint mark, and they're pretty highly sought after. On eBay, I've seen them as low as, $8 to $10 plus shipping, and I've seen them go, 30, 35, and that's raw. That's not graded. That's just a raw coin and a flip. So let me catch up here on the chat. Yep, looks good. Want 2018s? I get at least 2 to 4 per roll. Way too many of those out here on the West Coast. Yeah, I heard the 2018s, they overproduced. I don't get a lot of them, but I've filled 2 half-dollar books that I've done for my kids. I like to say they're mine, but, the intent is that there's something the kids will take, and I'm sure there'll be one of 2 ways with it. They'll end up spending them like change, or hopefully they'll be smarter with them and take them to a coin shop or sell them to another collector if they ever do decide to get rid of them. So, yeah, and I think in their 2 books I did eventually find some 2019s. I don't have any 2020s though. All right, so bear with me. I've got a little stack here of potential DDOs, and I think they're all DDOs. Ben, I know you're kind of new. DDO stands for double die obverse. And that was something I was showing at the beginning. I don't remember where I just put the coin, though. Where'd I put it? Can't find it. Oh, well. I set it aside somewhere. Hopefully I didn't just throw it back in the bin. That's going to upset me. Give me a second. Nope. This one. No, that's one of them, but it wasn't the one I just had. Where'd I put it? What was it going to drive me nuts? Anyway, it stands for double die obverse. It's where the coin is struck with a die, and you have doubling within the image of the coin, and they are collectible, and they go for much more than face value. This is going to drive me crazy because I don't know where I put that. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Did I manage to just pull that out? All right. I'm going to put that aside in case I have to go back through it. Give me a sec, guys. I got to find another box to dump stuff in. All right. So for the 71s, what you're looking for typically is a little bit of a notch here in the eye, right there, and doubling on the N, and then you'll see doubling in the trust part, which that coin doesn't have. If I find one, I'll be sure to point it out to you. There's another 71. Here's what we're going to do to make my life a little bit easier. Yeah, error coins, I enjoy looking through error coins. I'm going to take you guys back to that eye and show you. But you can go blind looking at them too. This is one of those ones I'm not sure if it's strong enough to consider a DDO, but if you look, you can see on the bottom of this eye you have two serifs. Let me see if I can get my screwdriver in there. Right there, you can see there's two bottoms of an eye, and you can see that this eye kind of is doubled there in the middle. And there's a little bit of an extra serif on the end. I don't think this is strong enough to be considered a DDO, and you don't have the rest of the markers anywhere else. This T, you can see there's a little bit of a doubling on the T right there. So I typically don't hang on to these. They've got to be a lot stronger example than that. But they're still fun to look for. That was a 74. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Robert Duty, Heavy Duty Prospecting, what's up? Thanks for joining the chat, coming and hanging out with us. We're just going through a box today. I have still not worked up to taking donations for rolls, but I'm thinking about it. One of these days I'm going to do it. If you guys are interested in that, you can always let me know in the live chat or in any one of my videos. Shoot me an email. I know it's a little bit more fun when you guys have skin in the game. I donate on occasion to other channels as well, just to help them out. It's a regular 72. That truss looks really weird. Is it just me, or does that R look like it's got an extra leg on it? And that might just be a reflection, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Robert, are you talking about the donations? I think I've got it figured out. I'm trying to, I don't want to jump into it and be like, you know, Silver Seeker or Rob Finds Treasure and trying to do 5 boxes a night and charging $5 a roll. I don't go through enough boxes to ensure we're going to find silver on a regular basis, and I don't have a deep enough stack to give away silver as part of the buy-in. So I'm looking at doing something more like Everyday Copportunity and Mad Stacker. Something with more of a no frills with some light giveaways if you get skunked in your rolls. So no errors there, but that one did look a little wonky. So let's see, what did he say? Looks like a double. Yeah, that 72 I put aside. I'm going to hang on to that and give that a little bit of a closer look. The rest of it didn't look like anything though. The streaming in the cameras is really not as hard as you think. I'm using my cell phone. So what you see up here, that's actually my iPhone. And I'm using some free software called OBS. Just took that off camera. And setting up YouTube to stream is really straightforward. You know, I literally read for a little bit and then just one day turned it on and called it a test stream, and had a few folks jump in, Now I have moved the thing. And I'm still learning myself. It took me a long time. My last stream, I dedicated like an hour to getting Nightbot working. And it's still a little bit, it's still not 100% right, but it wasn't that hard. So I edge hunted these all, obviously, and there was nothing shiny. I had no NIFCs in these first 25 rolls. Well, if there's anything I say that I skim over or you don't understand, I will do my best to explain it. You know, I was into coins when I was a kid and got back into it about a year ago, mainly because I got into silver. So I started hunting boxes to find silver. And then because I was struggling with that, I really just decided to learn more about the numismatic side of it. And because that keeps the boxes fun, because you can edge hunt a box in about 15 minutes. That was a 71D and a 72. I'm not going to check them because they're so beat up. It keeps the hunts at least somewhat interesting if you're looking for more than just silver. But I'm happy to go through any of the coins that I'm pulling aside. So, like this one, I'm just looking at, for those of you that don't know, and I'll move my scope back in here so you can see it. The 72D, the 82P, and the 83P, there is a variety of it where that FG down in the right-hand sort of, call it crotch area of the eagle is missing. So this isn't one of them because you can see the F and the G. So all of those, if you see me stop and look at the back, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see if you can see, those are the designer initials. And if they're missing, I have actually sold those on eBay for anywhere from $10 to about $60, depending on how good a condition they were in. I know Rob Finds Treasure. He was talking on his stream maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, that he found, I think it was a 72D that was in such great shape, missing the FG. He sent it into PCGS and had it graded, and it came back like in a mint state or a, I don't know what it was, AU50, MS60, something like that, and he sold it for over $600. So sometimes the most valuable coin in these boxes is not the piece of silver you're looking for. It's something else. And I'm really disappointed that I can't find that 71 that I had. I don't know where I put it. I'm sure I just threw it somewhere up on the desk, but let's see here. Gotta run. Hey, Jaji, thanks for coming and hanging out for a little bit. I'll probably be here for an hour and a half or so, give or take, so feel free to come back. Oh, there's probably about 6 or 7 rolls here, and I'll get back into opening them live here. I was actually going to make a YouTube video out of this. If you guys watch my videos this week, I talked about having 2 of 4 from Wells Fargo, and these are boxes 3 and 4. And I've already opened them both. I didn't have any enders. And I was like, I can keep making this video, or you know what? I've got time today. Let me set up and I'll just live stream these and see if anybody wants to come hang out. And that's what I did, and some of you showed up, so thanks. So you guys are all entered in my giveaway, right? Everybody still here in the stream? If not, go check it out. I want to make sure you guys have an opportunity to win. The majority, I would say, more than half, I will be doing just a random comment picker. So you will not have to be in my giveaway stream to win something. So you don't have to be present to win. But there are a few pieces that I will be doing, and I will be doing a $50 hunt, a one-box $50 hunt for that live stream. And I have committed to giving away the first 40 and the first 90%er should we find them. And those will definitely go to people in the live stream. I will not be using a random comment picker for those. That said, if we have an epic box where we have, 8 or 10 or 12 silvers in it, I may do a couple of comment picker giveaways. That's a possibility. Whidbey rules. Is that a yes, sir? You're going to be there? I hope you're there. Oh, it's an 83. So something else for those of you guys that are learning, I do, again, in all my coin roll hunt videos, I do have a link in the description for a document that contains a great many of the things you should be looking for. I still think I need to make a nickel section because I've only done one nickel box and I haven't taken the time to update my document. But it has all of the $50 you should be looking for, as well as the quarters. I think I've got dimes and pennies in there now too. I just haven't done nickels. So if it's something you need, you're welcome to go get that document and print it out for yourself. And the other thing I have in my description, at least as of recently, is a link to all of the equipment that I use, links to them on Amazon, and I did set up affiliate links. I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. So if you need a digital scope or you need some capsules for your silver, I've got links to those things. And somebody bought something the other day. I don't make a lot of money. I think on the capsules I made like 68 cents, but everybody a little bit helps. So if you are in the market for any of that stuff, feel free to help out the channel. It's an 83. 74D. 74D. I got a little stack over here we're going to check in a second. Hopefully always have to allow for asteroid strikes, tsunami, zombie plague, the standard reason someone might not be around. Yeah, I figure if there's the zombie apocalypse, I don't expect anyone to be at the live stream, and I don't expect to be live streaming. So I did love the jokes about the every zombie movie seems to start because of an errant medical sort of procedure or flu shot or something, and the jokes that were going around saying that the COVID shot was going to be what kicked off the zombie apocalypse. I thought those were kind of funny. I've got a bunch of stuff we're going to put under the scope here in a second. All right. Let's get this moved back over. So 71D. No and no. It's a lot of focus. Hit that light, that might help a little bit. 74D, looking for doubling in trust, wasn't there. if you're in the chat, let me know. Do you guys silver collectors? Do you just do coins? What do you guys do? Coin roll hunts? What is your interest in the area? I know I started with just collecting silver, and I found that, you know, again, the cheapest way to do it was constitutional or junk silver. And that got me into rounds, and then it got me into eagles, and then it got me into Canadian maple leafs, and then premium silver. And I still coin roll hunt to help build the stack, but I try like once a month or so to go spend a few $100 on some silver rounds or government silver. Down to 4. Oh, it's not showing up here. I saw somebody chatted, but oh, there it is. Halves mostly silver, but I'll keep out proofs and errors now and then. Also buy a fair amount of Canadian mint collectible products. Are you, Whitby, are you up in Canada? I'll tell you, I love the Canadian maple leaf. I think it's just a beautiful coin. I do have somebody, I have a post locally, basically just saying I'll buy up coin collections and stuff. And I did have somebody the other day tell me they had a bunch of Canadian currency, and I pinged them back and said, like, you know, give me a little bit more idea of what you have outside of very generically Canadian currency, and they never got back to me. So we'll never know. 90 minutes from the border, Whidbey Island. All right. I've never been up there. I've only been out to the West Coast a few times, and it's usually for work. What is this one? 71. Usually in like San Diego or San Francisco when we used to travel. I don't travel anymore. That looks like a pretty good machine double. Look at the machine doubling on that eye. Hit this light too. It's giving me a reflection. I would go so far as to call that machine doubling on that eye in the end. I don't know what you guys think. Nothing on the GOD. Nothing on the trust. The T's pretty splattered. I'll put it aside, look at it a little bit closer. Let me shrink this back down so it's not quite so big. Definitely machine double. That's what I thought, so thank you for that. Yeah, usually you can tell the machine doubling from the very severe sharp edge and the step down, but sometimes I hang on to those just to do a little bit more research and compare against stuff on PCGS just to make sure that I'm not wrong and making a hasty decision. All right, last 71, and then we're going to get into some live rolls here. Or I should say just unopened rolls. I do love that I can just kind of change this view on the fly. I'll leave a little bit of my scope there so you guys can see it. What happened to my camera here? I'm all kinds of crooked. It's a little bit better. All right, so 25 rolls left. I do have another box. People are still hanging out. I'm just going to jump into it. And that's it. Yeah, okay, good. That's all on camera. Making sure. It's funny how silver and boxes go. I will go deep sometimes on boxes and not find anything. And then for a run of a week or two, tons of, well, I wouldn't say tons. Tons for me, silver. And then I go back to no silver for a while. So this week I did, this would be boxes 6 and 7. And I've only found 2 silvers. I found lots of other stuff, but only 2 silvers. Is that Jimmy Licari? Hey Jimmy, how are you, buddy? Thanks for jumping into the stream. We're just hanging out, opening rolls, just chatting. Thanks for coming. I see you everywhere. Hey, Miss Joni. I see Jimmy Licari in every giveaway on YouTube. And somehow manages to always be in the running for the giveaway. I don't know how you do it. I need some of that luck. That, who is it? Legit Sir Noobs and Bionic Bull 88. They win a lot too. They win a ton. I've only won 1 giveaway in like 8 months of doing giveaways on YouTube. We got a shiny edge. What do we got? 1980. Some Ring of Death on it or something. Look nicer in the roll. Miss Joni, how are you doing today? What are you up to? Checking out your favorite coin roll hunter on YouTube, I presume. Oh, did I win? Did I win anything on Sean 47? I was actually checking. I was checking his channel this week because I know I entered his giveaway for like the silver turtle, or I can't even remember what he was giving away. And that's a 71. I'll look at that in a minute. I was actually just looking the other day, and he hadn't done the drawing. Did he do it last night? Thanks, Miss Joni. Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving away a bunch of stuff. You know, I was stuck at 346 subscribers, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a giveaway and see if we can prime the pump a little bit, gain a little interest. And I started thinking about what I'd give away, and just because I don't do a lot of giveaways, I started going through all of the stuff I've sort of found throughout 2020, and was like, you know, I found a bunch of those war nickels in that bank dump, and you know, I've got these pennies, and I've got this thing, and found a bunch of 40% silvers, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to give a little bit of everything away. And I may be overdoing it a little bit, but I'm just glad to give back to the people who are helping build the channel. So I did win on Sean. Did I win the turtle? Really? I haven't seen it yet. I got to go look. I mean, I kind of gathered that from Jimmy, but so Whidbey, you are right on that. It's so I play the weighing the rules game too, weighing the rolls game. And you know, the general rule of thumb is if you're over about 226 point, say 3 or 4, there's a really, really good shot of silver in it. Less than that, it's a 50-50 shot. It's either there's silver in it or there's not. And you know, the weight is almost irrelevant. But I agree with you. I look at every lottery ticket the same way too. No one cares that the odds are 1 in 38 billion. Your ticket's either going to win or it's going to lose. I won the turtle. Good Lord. I got to go look that up. That turtle was pretty cool. They named it the last video I saw, they were, I think, I kind of fast forwarded through. I think they were naming the turtle or something. I'm going to move this back in here and make it small so I can check some of these. I keep throwing it on the scope. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw that right there so I can start checking some of these things real time. That looks like some machine doubling right there. No? So ooh. All right, gang, here's another one for you to weigh in on. I can kind of make out the FG right there. This is an 82p. To me, that would be enough to say it is just a regular coin. For others, they would say because you can kind of make it out, it does not qualify. This is something I would throw back. Let me know what you guys think on that 82. Yeah, you see it too? Yeah, me too. So I'm getting rid of it. I generally only keep them when they are flat. I think I already went through those. I just went through them again. A 74, but he's pretty beat up. I'm not even going to look at it. I actually went to my local coin shop today because I wanted them to validate one of my war nickels. I don't know if any of you guys are war nickel junkies. If you are, have a look at that. Tell me if you think that's a 1943 over 2. The guy at the but the guy at the coin shop said, it's kind of worn, and I couldn't 100% tell you, but if you held a gun to my head and made me choose yes or no, I would say yes. So, good job. Make sure you subscribe, Robert, and leave a comment in my GAW video. Otherwise, it will not count. You will not be eligible. 71, 3071. Ah! Coin explosion. Hey, Coin Silver. Easy to see. Sorry, Ben. I don't know what you mean there, bud. Oh, easy to see the FG, maybe? That's an ugly coin. I did take I took a no FG in the coin shop once. The guy was like, "No, I can guarantee that is a no FG." But he goes, "That is in such shoddy condition, you won't get more than 50 cents for it. So I suggest you throw it back." And R looks funny, but not enough for me. Ugly. Good. I just want to make sure you guys get a chance to win because I know I did 2 or 3 videos or I did 2 updates, and my fear was by doing the updates, people were going to come in and leave comments there and miss out. And then they were going to be all mad at me when they weren't in the drawing. So, but I guess part of life is just following directions. So. I will tell you, if you've never coin roll hunted, the beautiful feeling of peeling off the paper and seeing 2 or 3 giant silver lines or white lines through that roll, that is a beautiful, beautiful feeling. It's a decent, it's beat up on the back. You guys are making me want to jump off this and go watch Sean 47's video. I just got done complaining about never winning gauze, and you guys are like, oh, you should go check out Sean 47's video then. Got me all giddy over here thinking I won something. Pretty sure it's there. Yep. Look at it. 72 marked. If any of you guys are coin roll hunting, please don't mark the coins. It takes all the fun out of it for me, and nothing makes me more angry than opening a box and seeing like 3/4 of the box has been marked. Drives me absolutely nuts. I don't know why I just picked up 2. Yes, sir, I've got rolls I'm going through as we speak. Yeah, I did a video a long time ago where I had so many different markings. I probably had 30 different types of markings on the coins I went through in a single roll or in a single box. And I ended up pulling all the marked coins, whether they be edge marked or face or rear marked. And probably 3/4 or more of the box had some sort of ink marking on it. And it was really frustrating. It made me very angry, especially when you place your order at the bank and you wait. I mean, so I go to 2 banks, and one, if they order on Monday or Tuesday, I have the boxes on Thursday, so it's no big deal. The other one, they order them on Mondays, and I don't get them until the following Tuesday. So to wait, to wait that whole week to go in and pick up your 3 or 4 boxes and 75% of the coins have been marked, it's kind of a letdown. And you get all set up, you're trying to do something on your YouTube channel with it, and you're like, I literally cannot do anything with this. I also, in that same batch, because I had, boxes that were like that, box after box. There, we got some shiny in this one. I ended up just edge hunting them and taking the box back. I didn't bother going through them. So we got, I don't know if you guys can see that. Typically your NIFCs and proofs will be that shiny, but not always. I also have a belief, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, if they're this thick a rim and they end up being like a 1980p, it was probably yanked from a mint set and made its way into circulation. Like this is a 1981. To me, I don't know how an 81 has been in circulation this long and has that color on the edge and the reeds are that sharp. To me, that came out of like a mint set. Which way am I going over here? Let me know what you guys think. Got one more over here. 96, similar kind of situation. Or I suppose it is, these were just, these were issued at the mint and they sat in a bank vault somewhere for 20 years and then made their way into circulation. I guess that's the other possibility. Even if it was a DDO, I don't want it. It's a 99, nice looking one. So I took a 1964 D over D 90% silver $50 into the LCS today to see what they would give me for it and kind of give me is this coin rare? What do you guys think? They offered me $7.50 for it. And I was like, guys, it's a D over D and it's 90% silver. I said, at the very least, it's worth $9.75 just in silver. And they were like, that's what we'll pay for it. So I collected my little coin and walked out. But I thought that was kind of frustrating. I just think I'm in a tough market. Uncirculated setter. Someone popped it into a book when it came out, and now it's back in circulation, or had rolls of them hanging around. Yep. That's that last one. That's what I said too. I know when I first started doing coin roll hunts, this was before I started a YouTube channel last year, or actually it was in 2018. The first time I went to the Wells Fargo that I get all my coins for, most of my coins from, they had 4 rolls in the little personal safe of one of the tellers, and it was 4 completely uncirculated rolls of 1991 Philadelphias. And I got all excited and tried to see what I could do with them, and the answer was not much. So they went back in the machine and went back to the bank. So those 1991s in pristine condition are in somebody's box somewhere. I pulled them for the little books that I keep, of course. I pulled the 2 I needed, but I did not keep a whole roll of them or anything. So we have 10, 12, we got 13 rolls left in this box. Hey, from England, Tyler Collins from England. What time is it over there? It's, what is it, like almost 10 o'clock over there? I work for a European company, and I've got a lot of friends over in England. Whereabouts are you from there, Tyler? Did I get that right? Yeah, Tyler. Almost an NIFC, 2001. Almost. Really good shape, too. This may be my first skunk box this week. Almost 9. Okay, so you guys are 5 hours ahead. Yeah, I'm used to... The company I work for is based out of Brussels, so they're 6. 6 hours ahead. I'm in the northwest region. So when I've been to England a couple of times for work, and I'm mainly in London and Slough area over there when I do go. My wife was on an international team for a while, and she used to go out to, it was Manchester. She used to go out there a lot. I think it was Manchester. I have never found a 1972 DDO, 72P, so I've just been starting to look at more of those lately. And the 73D, I've never found one of those, so I've been trying to look at more of those when they're somewhat decent looking. It's another 2001. How's the audio for everybody? Is it fading in and out? Is it straight? Because my last live stream I had a lot of audio problems. Manchester's not far, only 2 hours away. Okay. I've never been out that way. So how is England in relation to COVID? I know at first it looked like London wasn't going to be hit hard, and then they were hit really hard, and they still have you guys pretty locked down out there. All right, gang, this is a really ugly 83P. I need Whidbey again. He's my second pair of eyes. Where is it? I mean, I see raised metal. I don't see an FG, though. Yeah, 100,000 deaths in the England area. That's terrible. I mean, we're at, I think, over 400,000 here now, but we're also, 20 times bigger. At least in landmass size. I don't know the population difference. I'm looking forward to life getting back to normal. We were actually scheduled to do a family vacation in London. We'd all bought our tickets and everything before COVID hit. And then about a month before we were supposed to go, they finally locked out all travel internationally. So luckily we got refunds. So you think I pulled that one? 83? No FG? It's a horrible coin. I'd probably flip it and just throw it in my little box. I'd never try to sell this unless somebody said, hey, it's a cool toner. Here, I'll put it over here so you guys can see. It's ugly. There's a little bit of a G. Yeah, I'll look at it under another bit of light. It is a cool toning to it though, or coloring. I don't know if it's been in some water, or maybe somebody did that artificially. We'll put that aside. If I were doing this on my own, I probably would not call that a find, but there seems to be some agreement that it's possible, so. Not a great looking coin, but we'll check it. Oh, you do see it now? All right, good. So I kind of saw it too. Going back in the bin. A lot of 73Ds today. It's ugly. I'm going to be really disappointed if I have to go through my discard bin to find that 1971 that was so good. 71 DDO I had. All right, guys, 9 rolls left. Another one, 71D, just really interesting coloring. What's funny is bicentennial quarters seem to be fairly rare. I am so sick of looking at bicentennial half dollars. Tell you what. Hey, 00 buck. I heard I won. Yeah, are you talking about Sean 47? I need to go check that out. I think Jimmy Licari was saying that. He was the first one to let me know. Go check that out. I did get a runners-up on CNR Treasures New Year's giveaway. I missed out on their, whatever it was, like a gram or two of gold for their shout-out videos. I got the runner-up. So Rick over there has started to do a winner and a runner-up for his big prizes because he's had so many where the winner never contacted him and he just wants to have a second already selected. And he said, you know, hey, even for my runner-up, if the main prize gets claimed, I'll send you a little something. And he sent me a photo of a priority mail packing slip earlier this week. So I figure it's not a sticker if he sent it for $8 in the mail. I'm real curious what he sent me. So I'm looking forward to receiving that. So lucky year so far. Yep, it is. I closed out last year with my one big win. Or what I guess I'd call it a big win. Actually, yeah, it was a big win. Silver Seeker. Like it was either his last or his next to last stream for the year. I won, that's awful looking. I don't even care if it's a video. I won a Samurai, actually the Samurai bar that I'm giving away in this, I won that. And I won a Peanuts round, Peanuts Christmas round. This thing's been polished or something. So that was my big win. 2 full ounces of silver was a big win at the end of the year, last year for me. They were both kind of premium silver, so it was probably $60 worth of silver. I will take that all day. I love me some free silver. I just have to find a source in or around Atlanta where I can pick up junk silver for closer to spot. I don't know about you guys, but I do Facebook deals from time to time. I've heard about really good Instagram dealers, but you got to be Johnny on the spot for those because they sell out so fast. But my LCS that I go to here, they're proud of their silver. I was asking about just generic silver rounds the other day, and this was back before silver jumped up. It was in the high 24s, and they wanted $29 or $30 a round for generics. And I mean, I could have gotten, from JM Bullion and SD Bullion, their government stuff was, mid 27. So I'm sitting there going, why would I buy it locally if I can buy it from an online bullion dealer for $2 an ounce cheaper, So, yeah, especially premium silver. Yeah, free silver is the best. I will take junk silver. I will take pure silver. I actually have grown to have I'm very fond of war nickels now. I'd read about them, I'd seen them, and I'm like, who would want 35% silver? That seems kind of wasteful, but I can tell you what, I love war nickels now. I don't know what it is about them. I don't know if it's the history. Maybe it's just the way they look. They look kind of greenish and almost like steel. I just love them. I think they're cool. Probably not the best way to transport wealth, but I think they're neat pieces. All right, guys, this is the fourth to the last roll. And like I said, if you were here earlier, I have another box I'm going to bring over here and get into, so you guys are welcome to stay and hang out. Watch me open silver. Or open, I say silver. I hope silver. Open $50 rolls. And I hope that we find some in the next box. This is, not even an NIFC in this one. This has been pretty bad. So let me ask you, how many do I have? I have 7 in the chat. Silver Dude, hey, how are you? How's the resale of war nickels? Have heard from a lot of people that 90% is the only form they stack. So I am not an expert on war nickels by any stretch of the imagination. So take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. I've never sold a war nickel. I did say that from a transportation of wealth, it's a horrible idea because they're thick and they're small. There are better ways to get your silver. I just think war nickels are cool, and I love them. I think you could easily get spot on a Facebook forum. I think you could get spot or, on a Instagram. I think if you went to any LCS in the country, you would sell it for under spot. So, 90% in my opinion is a better way to go. Now, if you are a stuff hits the fan kind of person, there's a lot of wisdom in smaller increments of silver. So a lot of people say, get your nickels and your dimes, at least have some. Because in a stuff hits the fan and we lose electricity and, running water goes away and you're having to barter for everything. And by the way, I'm not one of those people. It's okay if you are. I'm just not. Just saying it's an example. you'll want smaller increments to be able to trade with. I need a loaf of bread or I need a gallon of water. You don't want to be trading full ounces of silver or in a 90% silver, point of view. I mean, that's a little over a third of an ounce or something like that. It's kind of a big hunk of silver to be trading with. So those are my thoughts. They're just mine. So I would not go to great lengths to stack them. I do think they're fun collector pieces, though. All right, guys, last roll of the box. That's all she wrote for that one. I'm going to do this roll and go over and grab my next box. Yeah, I know I'm on a bunch of Facebook forums, and I don't see anyone have any trouble selling for at least spot for anything. And most of the time they're selling over spot. Not by much, but over spot, whether it be 40% or 90% or otherwise. I know I sold back when silver first jumped up to the first time it went up to whatever it was, 28 or 29. I put a roll of 40% halves on Facebook and listed them for like 10 or 20 cents per ounce over spot. And they sold in like 2 minutes. So I think everything can sell. Got to take a little time to find the right buyer. Hey, Robert, was it your last roll or did you think my last roll? Because my last roll did not. So give me 1 second. I'm going to grab this other box. Boom, there it is. And Robert, if your last roll had silver, if you watched my video this week, I did a 2 box and the very last roll had silver in it. And then the second video I posted from rolls from another bank, it was the 4th to the last roll that had silver in it. So there's been some last 5 roll luck lately. Oh, you thought mine would. Yeah, I wish it would have. But we have a second box for that to come true in, so let's see. So let me move my thing here so you guys can see the whole thing. So again, if you weren't here when I first started the stream, this is my box 4. It's 2 boxes for today, but it was the boxes 3 and 4 from Wells Fargo. I've already opened this, rolled them over. I didn't see any enders. We've got a couple of discolored ones. The first 2 boxes from Wells Fargo produced a little bit. Am I still with you guys? You guys still there? Just want to make sure. I just got a FaceTime call, and I've never had that happen in the middle of a stream. I just want to make sure you guys are still there. Okay, just wanted to make sure. I know when I'm recording videos, sometimes my daughter gets FaceTime calls on my phone and it stops my recording and I lose like 3 minutes of footage and it drives me nuts. So anyway, before I got interrupted, there are no enders here is I guess the point. This is box 4, box 3 sucked. Hopefully we'll find something in this one. And who knows, if we find a couple somethings, we might give some of it away. Oh yeah, no, Whidbey, dimes by far are the best. They are the best weight ratio, and a lot of people that are stuff hits the fan people tell you if you're going to collect anything for that kind of scenario, smaller increments, dimes are better than nickels. I guess I was just saying that nickels are even a smaller increment. So it may be worth to have some, but like I said, I wouldn't stack them. Maybe have a couple of rolls of them. Look how flat that is. Look at that. The coloring on that thing. Oh, what does that to a coin? Couple of shiny edges. Let's go ahead and get to those. No, 74 and 82p. I'm going to need to get another coin bin to throw my dead coins into. All right, roll number 3. Here, I'll just start taking like 5 out at a time so you guys can see what's up on deck. Tell you, the worst part of this is the cleanup afterwards. 96, really shiny 96, but a 96. I'll look at it. Silver Coins Error Hunter, welcome to the stream. We might have, which way do I need to go? This way. We might have an NIFC, Ender. Maybe. What are you up to today, Silver Coins Error Hunter? Let's see. Ooh, made a coin explosion. 1996. Fooled us again. It's a pretty one. But it's no good. Another 72. Can't remember who I was watching the other day, but they finally found a 72. I want to see that again. A 72p DDO, and it made me want to start looking at them again. It slows everything down because I get so many of them, but now I want to find one. Pulling from here. Roll number 5. So anybody still on the stream ever donate for rolls? I got some questions for you. Maybe walk you through what I'm thinking. So 72, yeah, I'm looking at the right thing. 1981. Anybody? Something there just sounded funny. 32. I'll check something real quick. Let's see if Nightbot is actually paying attention. You have on half dollar make you holla. Oh, look at that, it is. It is working. The giveaway thing on Nightbot's not working though, which is really weird. Interesting. I gotta get that figured out. So I guess my question is, a lot of guys do the, $5 a roll, and if you get, 3 rolls, you get a 40% silver, or, 5 rolls, you get a 90% or whatever. They guarantee silver. And I'm just not there yet, right? I don't have a big enough stack, and I haven't done this enough to start guaranteeing that kind of silver for donating rolls. I've been watching Everyday Copportunity and Mad Stacker and a few others. They do a much lower entry for rolls, like $3, but you also don't have the guarantees that you have on the other ones. And what I was thinking was doing something similar, a lower cost to entry, something like, $3 a roll, but then having a wheel that we would load up with things like 1 extra roll, 2 extra rolls, 3 extra rolls, probably, a jackpot spot for a 40% silver, a 90% silver, or something like that. Maybe a couple of like spin agains, just to load the wheel up so that it's got enough values on it. But in general, like 80% of the time, you're going to land on something like get additional rolls for your $3. So I guess my question to you guys is, what do you think? I mean, do you think you are at some point potentially, maybe not doubling your rolls. If you only bought 3 and got a spin, let's say 3 was the threshold, you could potentially get some silver, or you could potentially double the amount of rolls that you could get. What do you guys think? You don't have to guarantee silver. No, I think a lot of people do, simply because, if you look at Rob Finds Treasure, right, or if you look at Silver Seeker, to buy a box to be hunted is $250, right? So if you bought a box for $250 and there was no guarantee of silver and you skunked, that you bought an expensive box for nothing, because it's not like they ship you all the clad at the end of the stream, right? You would theoretically get nothing for it. So to me, you have to have something to make it worthwhile outside of the sort of gambling aspect of it, right? I know I certainly wouldn't buy, 10 rolls at $3 a pop. Well, maybe I would, if I didn't have know that I was at least going to get something back for my donation. So anyway, that's my thoughts. What do you guys think? That is part of it. No, I agree. I think it's like gambling, right? Going into it, you have to understand, I am donating and I may lose. I may skunk. Totally get that. But I guess I'm trying to make it so that if you do get skunked, there's an opportunity for you to try again, or the possibility to take home a little bit of something. So I was trying to think through, how could I do a wheel or a random number generator? I don't want to do like the bag of coins, just because I don't want to do it. I want something easier than that. So that's what I've been thinking through. But I will probably in February try starting up a live stream for donations at some point. So I'd love it if you guys could come and help out the channel, because I think the more I can do it, the more I can start buying some silver to start guaranteeing more silver on the live streams, and that will help. And hopefully we can start getting boxes that have something in them rather than boxes like these last two. This is roll 10, by the way. Roll 10. Yeah, like I said, I know one thing Freedom Coins does is for his live streams, he goes through a bunch of boxes during the week. I've chatted with him quite a bit. He goes through a bunch of boxes, and what he tries to do is he opens them all before the live stream. And if he can find boxes with enders, he saves those for his live stream. So when you go into it, you know at least somebody will take a silver home because there is a silver in the box, obviously. And I'm not... Part of me likes that and part of me doesn't. I like it because at least you know, hey, there's an ender, and if there's an ender, there's a pretty good opportunity there's going to be more silver in the box. So you have a little bit more confidence buying into that box. At the same time, I've opened plenty of boxes that had one silver, and it just so happens that silver could have been an ender. So, but I also like the idea of having a bunch of unopened boxes, so we don't know until we open it live during the stream, you know? Yeah, come on, silver. Come on, anything. We haven't even found an NIFC and a box and a third. We need something. I will tell you, though, I have had a whole lot of fun doing this YouTube thing. But to get to the goals for monetization, it is no joke. It really isn't. It's proving to be a lot harder than I thought it would be from a just time perspective, if you know what I mean. Unless you get lucky and happen to have a video that, you know, pulls in 30,000 views overnight or something, which I've never had. You know what? We're going to do something fun. We're going to weigh a couple of these and see what happens. Let's see. What do we got? 225.7. It's a little heavy. That's normal. That's normal. Normal. All right. Very slightly heavy here on the end, but nothing that makes me excited. So Johnny Davenport picked up 14 boxes. Wow. Searched 5 so far. 2 Bens, 7 64s, 1 2004 silver proof, and 15 40%ers. That's pretty good in 5 boxes, my friend. That's better than my last 5 boxes, that's for sure. Where are you, Johnny, where are you getting boxes at? Like, where are you at in the country? I ask everyone that because I do have this belief that location has a lot to do with it. You were in South Texas. Yeah, I think Rob's in Texas too. Rob Finds Treasure. I think he's in Texas. I think. Maybe I'm thinking of my scratcher guys that I follow. A lot of the guys that I watch a lot of lotto scratching folks. And one of my favorite guys in the whole world to watch is AR Platinum, and he's in Texas. And Texan Candy, she's there, and Fixin' to Scratch. They're all Texas lotto scratchers. They come out of Houston. Southern Illinois for you there, Robert. Yeah, I'm just outside of Metro Atlanta, and I get a lot of at the banks, especially now that I'm looking at other denominations. I get a lot of quote-unquote new money. I've been trying to get some penny boxes because Jink's brother and I are doing a penny trade. I know Jinx is doing he wants to open penny boxes from all 50 states this year. And I told him I could help him out from Georgia. So I shipped him today, actually, 2 boxes of Georgia pennies. It took me 2 weeks to get 2 circulated boxes of pennies in Metro Atlanta. Every time I got a box, it was a box full of 2020 pennies. Hey, Mussup. I can't even say that. Mussup the Possum. All right. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Just hanging out, opening some rolls. Now, that's got to be a little bit of lighting, but the eye looks funny. Now that I've turned it, it looks less funny, so never mind. Never mind. Had a box around 2 weeks ago. Found 57 silvers. You're killing me, dude. You're killing me. I probably haven't found 57 silvers in 3 months. But congratulations to you. I think that's awesome. I would love to find me some boxes like that. My big boxes have had things like 12 in them or 13. That is a big box for me. Although I have been, I think, surprisingly lucky to find walkers. I have found some really ratty looking walkers, but they're still walkers. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's common to find that many, but I watch enough coin roll hunters that I've seen it happen. I mean, before the Christmas break, Seeker had a box with something like 100 silvers in it. Or maybe it was out of 2 boxes he had 100 silvers. I just remember it was a ridiculous number of silvers. I mean, like every roll the dude opened had, 3 silvers in it. All right. We're going to weigh these 5 too. No, we're not. I'm not going to do that. Then you guys will have an idea if there's anything in it. That won't be as much fun, will it? There's the next 5. So this would be roll 15 through 20. 150 all walking liberties and Ben Franklin's. Good Lord. When was that, Johnny? What year? When was that, last year or was it before that, a couple years ago? $150. I couldn't fathom finding that many in a box. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster just so we can get through this box. I'm not going to check as many for errors unless they're kind of really clean. Golly, 150. Now I had a box that had like 150 NIFCs in it. It's not really the same thing though. I don't think I've done a box in 3 or 4 months. So 72 that didn't have an NIFC in it. I mean, this is crazy. This is, we're on box number 2 today with no NIFC. Over here dropping $50 everywhere. About 2 years ago, 105 Walking Liberties and 45 Franklins out of a Brinks box from San Antonio. Oh, so 150 that's $75 worth of 90 percenters. Somebody just put, Whitby, I think if you're still here, you posted up, what is a 90% half dollar going for today? Somebody do the math on that for me. I'm just curious how much, I mean, they're what, about almost 10 bucks a coin, give or take? Might make the math easier. All right, Tyler. Hey, thanks for joining us from England, man. I know it's late over there. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you coming. Checking out my little live stream setup here. Probably zoom in a little bit, get the rest of the table off of there. Oh, message retracted. I guess he's not going to bed. Like, no, I'm not going to bed. You can't make me. That was my really bad Cartman, by the way, if anybody was trying to figure out what that voice was supposed to be. And for those of you that are too young to know who Cartman is, Google it. No, I'm teasing. South Park, Comedy Central. At the time I found them, I figured I had more than $500 worth of silver from that. Oh, easy. Easy. 75. Yeah. You're killing me. I don't want to say the wrong number because I can never do math when somebody puts me on the spot, but I want to say it was just under 20 bucks per dollar. And you had $75. Yeah, it's like $1,500 worth of silver today, man. Give or take, 1,500 bucks. If I did the math right. I'll put you under the scope. No, I don't care anymore. 71. Looks silvery. Just dirty. So I watched a video, and if you're in the chat, I apologize because I can't remember which YouTuber it was. I'd have to go back through my history. But he went and got a bunch of boxes this past week, and they didn't have halves, so he got dimes, and one of the dimes had $37 face value worth of silver rosies in it. And that's, call it $100 a roll on that. That's not a small sum of money either. To find 37 bucks. $37 would be 74 rolls of half dollars, I think. It's $5 a roll. It's a beautiful 1972. Light's making it hard to see, but I don't think we have a DDO. Thanks for the stream. I got to drop out. Congrats again on 5. Thanks, Ben. Thanks for coming, man, and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Like I said, mark your calendar for Thursday. We'll be doing the giveaway. I wish you luck, sir. Stay strong. Or that's punch strong. What is that? I don't know what the first emoji is. Well, I apologize for having the slowest 2 boxes in the world to put on a live stream. I guess on the bright side, we weren't paying for rolls, right? That's just damage. It's gotta be. So Johnny, the big question is, do you still have all of those half dollars, or did you sell those at some point along the way? The grease on this one. So we are on roll 24, so we will be halfway through this box in one more roll. All right, we got some potential here. At least we got some thick, fat edge, thick coin. Never sell. Silver is going to the moon. I hope it does. Just another beautiful 1996. These have been the bane of my existence in these two boxes. How about you? 1980. Bicentennial. Junk. Yeah, all right, you're going to go, Tyler. Thanks for the stream. Might be in the next one, whenever it is. Depends. It'll be 8 o'clock my time, bud. If you're in England, it'll be a late one for a Thursday night. But I appreciate you coming through, coming by, hanging out with us. But if you're up late and can't sleep, man, come join us. Wow. That's cool, Johnny. Still having your grandfather's collection. I don't sell often, but I do. So let me rephrase that. I do flip. So if I sell, it is with the intent to buy. So like the V75s, when they came out, as much as I really wanted one for my collection, I don't have one in my collection. Because I got 2 of them. I sold them both. I paid myself back for what I spent on the 2 V75s, and then I bought like almost $1,000 worth of silver with the profit. So that's how I sell silver. I don't just sell it for the money. I sell it to buy. Thanks, Tyler. Take care, bud. Yeah, you're doing a lot better than me there, Robert. I haven't found any. I mean, I'm beating you on the bicentennials if you're opening half dollars. I have 5 of those a roll. You're beating me on all fronts tonight, brother. I will tell you the coin I'm really upset I missed out on was the Zeus coin. Had the opportunity to buy it real cheap at pre-launch from like wherever it was, Singapore or wherever it was available first. And they wanted, I don't remember, like 39 bucks or something for shipping, which I thought was crazy. But that 1 ounce Zeus coin is selling for crazy bucks on eBay. They have an antiqued version and a regular version, I think, and a proof version. You couldn't go wrong with any of them. Even had you had to eat the original, whatever it was, $39 shipping from Singapore. That is the one coin I was really upset I missed out on. Silver coin. And then the second one I'm really sad I missed out on, but a lot of people did, was the V75 gold. I actually had it in my cart all the way to the end of the checkout. and it failed at the end, and when I refreshed to get back in, it was sold out. And that was a coin that was going for, I don't remember, $2,500, something like that, and they were selling on eBay a week later for $13,000. So that is a coin that I'm very sad that I wasn't able to pick up and flip. So, you guys have any stories like that? Anything you wish you'd bought and didn't last year? That's not the only stuff but those are the biggest things I regret not buying. I regret not buying 10-ounce bars when COVID hit. Silver Gold Bull had them as low as $145 for a 10-ounce bar. And I was convinced they were going to drop to like 110 or 120, and that was going to be my buy price. And they shut down the silver at spot deal shortly after that. And I missed out on 10-ounce bars for $150. Less than 150. That made me really sad. All right, guys, I was just checking my stream. I didn't see any chats for a minute or two, and I know we're probably on a 30-second delay, give or take. So, to me, that's the worst part of streaming is I ask a question and don't see an answer for 30 seconds. So this is roll 30, yes, roll 30. We got to find at least an NIFC, right, guys? I mean, you got to figure in $1,000 worth of half dollars, there should be at least one NIFC, right? Rumor has it silver is going to get the games. Oh yeah, Johnny. So I've been reading about that. They're saying that silver is the next thing they're going to squeeze, and it's going to drive the price way up. I mean, I hope so. And I know I just got done saying I don't sell, but I mean, if they drive silver up to $100 an ounce, I might find a couple of pieces and sell them. Yeah, definitely not going to liquidate or anything. But it has me interested. I didn't get in on any of the GameStop stuff. Did any of you guys happen to get in on that and get a few shares before they shut it down? I hope the people like Robinhood who shut it down, I hope they all go to jail, personally. If you disagree with me, that's okay. But I think that hedge funds and banks manipulate the market, governments manipulate the market at free will, and now John Q. Public started manipulating the market and they shut it down. There's something very wrong with that. All right. This hurts my feelings. We have a 1983P with some Ring of Death. You can see it right there. But it is... Oh, well, maybe not. When I first put it, I see the FG now. When I first put it, I didn't see it. Now the light hits it different. I see the FG, so never mind. Oh, that hurts. That's a machine doubling. Look at that machine doubling on that thing. Oh, well, never mind. Not a find. Thought we had a no FG. My bad. One right behind it looked pretty good too. one shiny rim. I bet it's another 1996. Look at that. I called it. 1996. They should go to jail. Naked short selling is illegal, but the hedge funds, yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. They do it all the time. Hedge funds have been doing it forever. No one forces them to sell. No one tells them they can't trade anymore. I mean, when they break the law and they get caught, okay, they get fined billions of dollars. I get it. At least sometimes. But to take John Q public and screw him like that, I got a problem with it. I mean, I wish I'd gotten in and made a little bit of money on it. But, so I'm not speaking from sour grapes, but I don't believe it's right. I don't believe it's right at all. I've missed out on a lot of stuff. I had the opportunity to get in on Bitcoin when it was really, really new and young, and my buddies were egging me into getting into it when Bitcoin was like $600 a coin, and I didn't. By the time I did, it went from the big 20,000 down to like 6. Luckily, I stayed in, so I've made a lot of money back. But had I actually chased Bitcoin when I had the original opportunity to, I wouldn't have to work again, that's for sure. All right, we're closing in. This is roll 34. I'm just determined to find me a 72p DDO. He scratched. Ring of death. Roll 35. We got to find something in these things. Couple of decent looking edges. I'd love to find a proof too. Proof would be fun. So, Johnny, do you think if they put the squeeze on silver, it will have the same effect now that everyone knows what's going on with it? They know the playbook. I'm just curious. And then the other question I've been seeing is, there's paper silver and there's real silver. And they're not always in alignment. And the question I'm seeing is, if paper silver gets driven up through the squeeze, does that affect real silver? And is it a real-time effect, or will it be a delay or a lag? And they'll end up meeting somewhere in the middle on the way back down. That's the other question I'm seeing kind of a lot on silver. I'm still just disappointed that with COVID, pre-COVID, a premium on an American Silver Eagle was $2.99, maybe $1.99 most of the time. And I swear you can't find an ASE now for less than $4 or $5 premium on it, which just seems crazy. Now that has to be a proof, right? I mean, that can't be another 1996. That's got to be a proof. Have to be. I'm just going to be disappointed, though. I know that. I was close. It was a 1990 this time. I mean, gotta be a mint set. I'm just putting it under here for you guys to see. It's really super shiny. Going in the bin. Don't want it. $71. We got, what do we have? 13 rolls left. Who's still with me? You guys have been really quiet. There's Johnny. The traditional silver gold price ratio is way out of whack. That is true. It's like, what is it, 70 to 1 right now or something, right? Silver would have to go up quite a bit to get back in line with the ratio of the past. Okay. I can't argue that. That is very true. That is something else I don't own any of that I wish I did was gold. My son is asked to actually go panning for gold. Apparently we have some pretty decent gold panning in North Georgia. And I've looked into it a couple times, but it's hard work. And my son is lazy. So once I showed him what was involved, he's been less interested. But I still think it'd be a fun day to go pan for some gold. So who else was coin roll hunting with me? You guys find anything else? Hopefully you're doing better than me. And Johnny, we know you are. You have said so. It's greasy. We're getting more shiny rims, just no better coins. Nope. All right, gang, 10 left. 10 rolls left. I go through around 40 boxes a month. So I am ramping up. Most weeks I'm trying to do 7, which on a 5-week month would put me at 35, but I have not been doing that for long. I just started that type of volume in December. And last week, I got hosed because neither one of my banks could get $50. One of them, they didn't get the order in time. And the other one, they did order and they just didn't show up on the truck. So last week I had to make do with other stuff, which I enjoyed. I got to do some nickels and I did some of my neighbor's change, which I was shocked. Hunting my neighbor's change got more views than hunting $50 from the bank, which I thought was really funny. So I'm going to try to find some new, neat, and interesting ways to find coins to look at. But yeah, I got hosed last week, so I didn't get to do any boxes. And it was a sad, sad day. Boxes of halves, anyway. And yeah, I hear you, Johnny. I was on earlier. I chat with Freedom Coins quite a bit, and I think he said he does, 10 to 20 boxes like a week. At least that's what it sounded like. And he will go through a lot of boxes that have absolutely nothing in them. I don't think he hunts for DDRs and DDOs as much, though. I think he's mainly a silver and NIFC kind of person, but I could be wrong in his personal searches. It's another beautiful 1996. I've had a bunch of these. Too bad I don't need them. Oh, we're down to 5. People are leaving us. It's all right, though. So we have 8 rolls left, and then I'm going to sign off because it is 5 o'clock here. And I got to get upstairs. My wife and my son should be home in a little bit. We got to start getting our plans for dinner together. 1986. Beautiful coin. Hopefully, we get lucky here in the last 7 rolls. So, Johnny, how do you dispose of your coins? I have 2 branches that have coin machines. So I can take in. Hey, Robert. I can. Thanks for hanging out, man. I just hadn't heard from you a while. I think you're the one hunting other coins. So that's probably why you've been quiet. Anyway, I can take in coins and dump them in the machines, but I try not to take in any more than about 1,500 at a go, simply because I feel so bad for the ladies that have to keep changing out the bag from the coin machine, because it only takes $1,000 worth of halves at a time. So if I take in 1,500, I know they're only going to have to change the machine once typically, and that seems to not bother them too badly. But what do you do, Johnny? I mean, if you're doing 40 boxes a month, are you having to re-roll all that? You have a coin machine somewhere. I hope you're not paying the Coinstar fee of whatever it is now, 10 or 15%. We need an update, Robert. I think you were hunting too. What's your current count? So 6 left on my side. Marked coins and 1 fat edge. '86, 96. There's another 96 fat edge. And Johnny, do you have a channel? Just curious. This is 5 rolls left, so 4 after this one. mean, that has obviously 2 eyes on it, but again, when that's the only marker I ever see, I don't pull those. I just don't feel like there's enough of it to be considered a DDO. All right, Robert, so you have a channel. I'm definitely going to come check you out. No, you're just an old man just lurking on YouTube. Well, Johnny, we appreciate you lurking. And, you know, I lurked for a long time and did my own hunts for a long time and wasn't finding any silver and decided to start a channel. And it was funny because my very first YouTube, you know, first box that I recorded was the very first silver I ever found in a box of $50. And then I didn't find another silver for like 2 months. Something like that. How many subs you got, Robert? Where are you at? You were at 50, sir. Well, I tell you what. I don't know how many folks I'm going to have in my live stream on Thursday, but you are welcome to come and shout out your channel, and I will give you a plug as well if you're there, and try to help you grow a little bit, sir. All it takes is a little push, and you'll be surprised. It's I know for me, it took a long time to get to 100, and once I broke 100, getting to 200 went a little faster, and it slowed down again, and I got to like 3 something, and it slowed down again, and then I decided to do my giveaway, and now it's been exploding again. So you will go through, the speed with which you grow will ebb and flow. But I am always happy to help out people who are or were in the same place I was at some point. Because we all need a little push every now and then, right? So, last 2 rolls, guys. That wants to be silver, but it's not. Because it's marked. But it's gray. 95. All right, a little bit of a coin explosion there. I just remembered I got to go check out Sean 47's video. See if I did win the turtle. Sounds like I did. I'm excited about that. So Johnny, when you say you're an old man, are you like a retired old man, or are you like me and you just like to say you're an old man? You still have to go to a job every day. Last roll, guys. No silver. So this looks like we just got done with a double skunk box, which is just disappointing. Sorry, I'm trying to get some of the light off this thing. Nope. Oh, 00 Buck retracted his message. I didn't see it. Now I want to see it that it's been retracted. What did he say? Retired in 04. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm too young to be retired, but I would love to be there. All right, that is the end of my boxes. Now I got to see if I can find that 71. Hopefully this is it right here. That is not it. Why do I have that 71? That is a terrible 71. I have 3 of them up here. So if you were with me at the beginning of the stream, I had a 1971. That was a really good DDO. And now I can't find it. And I'm hoping I didn't throw it back in the bin. Okay, that was the one that had the machine doubling. That was one that has got some weirdness going on to it, so I hung on to it. That was from another hunt. That one's the similar one. I don't know why I have that one. None of these are the ones I'm looking for. No. No. Oh, I'm going to have to go through that bin, aren't I? I am. All right. Well, I think I threw my really nice 1971 back in the take back to the bank bin. Luckily, it's only got about 10 rolls in it, so I'll hopefully be able to find it. Anyway, Robert, you said I'm 44 and work as a caregiver for my wife that's disabled. She was hurt at work. Is in a wheelchair, so we have plenty of time to roll hunt. Yeah, it sounds like it. Sorry to hear that about your wife, though. It's nice you can stay home and take care of her. So 00 buck machine doubling is usually really easy to tell from regular like DDO doubling. I don't remember where I just had that coin. See if I can find the right one. No. No. It'll be the last one I look for. No. Oh, wait, that was it. I think this is it. Let me zoom in on this. So, if you're still there, 00 buck, if you look on this side of the coin, if it looks like it's a stair step and it's a sharp edge, that is usually machine doubling. Turn off these lights so you don't get the little ripple. That is machine doubling. When you have DDO, it is usually more of like a ghosting or a second image. I'm gonna see if I can find one that I have that's a good one. So this is a 74D DDO. And if you look at this one, you can see there's actually 2 S's, 2 sets of U's, 2 R's, 2 T's, and it's not a stair step. This is an actual double die. And the other easy way to tell is when you have this little notch on the 4. That's another easy way on the 74 to tell that it's a DDO. The other place you find a lot of doubling is on the back. There, I mean, tons of $50. This one in particular. You see the stair step underneath all these letters? That is machine doubling. That's where when it's stamped, it kind of slipped or moved. The plates moved. So it's not a problem with the die, it's a problem with the machining. So hopefully that makes sense for you, but that's the difference. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Again, make sure you, I know I've said this for the 6 of you there, make sure you're there Thursday night for the live stream while we do some giveaways. So I'm just glad you could all come and hang out with me, and let's look at rolls together. So it was fun. Take care. I'm going to sign off. You guys, you're the best. Thank you so much.